Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm going to be playing Red-Green Ramp. I don't normally play this kind of archetype, but I have something in it that I've been playing a lot in Ruby Storm, and that is the first day of class with the lesson package in the sideboard. I was listening to Andrew Teasdale and Reese talk about how Krark-Clan Shaman plus Toxin Analysis is a problem for this deck. So I was thinking, what happens if I put first day of class in the deck? That way I can search up a firebending lesson to kill a Krark-Clan Shaman at instant speed, or you can origin of metal bending to protect your creature. And then that allows you to get a little bit of card draw on the deck with waterbending lesson. You have a ton of mana, so you can pay for that. Then the sideboard, I'm playing some Fairy Macabre, Breath Weapon for Sweepers, and Nihilia's Disciples. The main deck, I think it's pretty stock. I have 17 lands with 1 mountain, 4 Arbor Elf, 4 Sprawl, 4 Wild Growth. What I've chosen to do here is play 4 Abundant Growth. It's a cantrip that can allow me to have the red mana as well. So I have 9 red sources, and then I can play first day of class into waterbending or my off-color stuff. I also have Eldrazi Repurposer and Jewel Thief as 3 drops, Chrysalis and Bannerhide as 4 drops, Avenging Hunter for the top end, and Nyxborn Hydra to close the game. So let's see if this will work. I just want to test some things and try something I don't normally do. So I will see you in the matches. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Round 1, we're on the draw. We have a hand with ramp, but nothing else. So I think we should mulligan. Not like super normalized to these kinds of decks. Now I have first day of class. Plus the abundant growth, so I could ramp into waterbending. Let's keep. But then what do I put back? Okay, I guess I'm going to put back the abundant growth. We'll keep. So we're looking to draw into a Chrysalis, I guess. My opponent is on blue. Delver. We'll go land into Arbor Elf. My opponent flips their Delver on a deep analysis. They sleep with the dead, the Arbor Elf. Okay. So I have 2 mana. I can Wild Growth into Utopia Sprawl. Land. Cast Wild Growth. I will go Abundant Growth. I feel like they have a, what's it called? Spell Pierce here. So I guess I want to try to Sprawl because it's good if it resolves, but they probably have an answer. They didn't have an answer. I'll go red. So this turn I can go, I have 6, 7 mana. I can Chrysalis into Repurposer, which is pretty good. And then I can first day of class, draw some cards maybe. They boomerang my land? Bummer. Didn't expect that. I'm probably dying now. Repurposer, go. Currently we have 4 mana. They get in for 3. I go to 11. Another Arbor Elf. I'll attack for 4. I kind of need to find a red source for the Chrysalis. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cast the Avenging Hunter into the Writhing Chrysalis. Or Avenging Hunter to get the red source. 3, 4. Let's see if they counterspell. Avenging Hunter. We will grab the red source. Attack for 3. Want to place an island. They're attacking for 3. So they will take the initiative as well. They're 1 turn away from the forge. They don't currently have any other threats. They deep analysis themselves. Fortunately, I don't have a way to use this first day of class. Anything in the sideboard. Just, yeah, them taking out my colored sources sucked for me. Play Writhing Chrysalis and attack. And then I will forge onto, I guess, one of my Arbor Elves. Arbor Elves. They're at 3. Can you take out the Chrysalis? They can't sleep with the dead just yet. They need another card in the graveyard. Ponder puts a card into the graveyard for the sleep of the dead. If I find another red source, I can go first day of class into how to start a riot. I don't know how they get out of this. Boomerang on the Chrysalis. Okay. I still have lethal like 7 ways. Seems like they are trying to cast a terror maybe. They need to pay 2 mana for that. They're getting in for 3. So they're dead if I deal them any damage because of trap. They have to deal with 4 creatures. Because of that, I should definitely have put the counters on one of my spawns, but I can still first day of class and then waterbending spawn, so I can hit them for something. Maybe if they have Echoing Truth, but they just lose, so we win game 1. And we don't really have a sideboard here for this deck. Maybe Nihilia's Disciple, but I don't think so. We'll run it back. Maybe this would be a matchup where you would bring in Relic if you had that over the Fairy Macabre. I think the Fairy Macabre is a little bit better, but I'm not sure. So we have to play around Boomerang now. I'll mulligan a no-lander. I think I have to keep this. Put back the Hydra. They lead on an island. I'll start with the Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf gets in. My opponent cycled, or no, they brainstorm. What is my plan? Best draw is some untapped land, and then I can wild growth into the repurposer. They play an island. I will attempt a wild growth. They counter. Alright, I guess I'm going to attempt a Utopia Sprawl on red. Next turn I have 4 mana, assuming they don't have a boomerang. They play an island. Ponder, looking for the boomerang. I think I want to play Bannerhide. I could also, well, yeah, because of the boomerangs, I don't really want to go all in on any specific creature. They are passing. We drew a Chrysalis. Let's play it. We've got a counterspell. I'll pass. Thought Scours themselves. Finding a Sleep of the Dead. They play Island Terror. Sleep of the Dead on my Arbor Elf. I will put an Eldrazi Repurposer on the table. So they probably can lock down my Arbor Elf for a very long time now. We can maybe try bestowing a Hydra onto a spawn, and then that will allow me to, like, sack the spawn if it gets Sleep of the Deaded. Okay, I'm going to try Sprawl on the Forest. I'll go blue, tap, untap, tap it again. As first day of class. They're like, what? I could just get the How to Start a Riot, play the Bannerhide, attack in the next turn, go How to Start a Riot, and attack with everything, which would be really funny. Opponent's highly confused. Play a Spell Pierce. I will pay. So this time I'm going to get the Waterbending lesson, and then I'll play the Bannerhide here. Opponent counter spells. Fine, I'll attack. Okay, they boomerang my land. I'm going to go to the next game. I wonder if the Fairy Macabre is any good, and maybe it's better than the Abundant Growth. First day of class didn't really look that good there, but Fairy Macabre can hit some of their cards. So let's just get rid of the first day of class. Try to be a normal ramp deck. Okay, I'm on the play. The boomerang was annoying. I'll keep this. It's not amazing. We have Abundant Growth. We can cast a turn 4 Chrysalis. We have the Eldrazi Repurposer. Maybe we can just go bigger than them. When it molds to 5. Let's go, Abundant Growth. We find a forest. My opponent leads on an island. Let's Utopia Sprawl the forest. They have an annul. Cycles Alorian Revealed. For an island. My turn. I'll play my Repurposer. Just gives me more spawns in play. They brainstorm. Then my crystals can be a 5/6 instead of a 4/5. Plays an island. Ponder. Now 4 cards in the graveyard. No shuffle for them. Guess they're leaving up a counterspell. I'll play Writhing Chrysalis. There's 1 counterspell. We'll get in for 3. I have a follow-up, and it is a Writhing Chrysalis. They are going to play Tolarian Terror. Sure. I will play Writhing Chrysalis. So I'll play green first. Writhing Chrysalis on the board. Now I'm going to sacrifice, play a Jewel Thief. Your turn. Maybe sacrificing there wasn't that good. They play a Cryptic Serpent. They can't attack. I'm looking for the Bestow. I'd have to play around Spell Pierce. Wild Growth. I'll Wild Growth a land. Pass a Jewel Thief. And pass. Best draw would be the Avenging Hunter, maybe first day of class for Waterbending. We only have 1 of those in the deck. We have redraws with the Abundant Growths. We play another Cryptic Serpent. No attacks. We draw a Forest, I'll pass. They Deep Analysis. 3 cards in hand for them. Okay, Abundant Growth is a redraw. They let me draw the card. Find a Utopia Sprawl. I'll spread out my sprawls. Red, pass. Abundant Brainstorms. They ponder. Maybe they brought in a nulls for the Nyxborn Hydra. That could be a good plan for them. I'm really hoping that I can find an Avenging Hunter ASAP before they can get a Delver. They ponder, no shuffle. They find Mental Note Milling Island and null. They're not currently worried about the Nyxborn. Sleep of the Dead on my Writhing Chrysalis. We're going to go block, 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 block. Double blocking the Tolarian Terror. I didn't sacrifice my creatures. I was yielded through the turn. That was a big mistake. Now my Writhing Chrysalis is not as big as I wanted it to be. Huge mistake. They play another Cryptic Serpent. They're tapped out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Avenging Hunter. Grab a Forest. Pass. They can tap down 2 creatures with the Sleep of the Dead. They're going Ponder. They choose to get in. So we are going to block, block, and block. And I will sacrifice. They're going to lose their creature. Down to 2 creatures on board. think I have to Lost Well trying to find a creature. What are they going to do? Sleep of the Dead, the Chrysalis again. We'll go Lost Well. First day of class, Jewel Thief. I think I'm top. That's first day of class. If they have Counterspell in hand, I'm pretty dead. Grab the Waterbending lesson. Waterbending? I know, I'll discard. Button Growth on this one. Draw card. Play Jewel Thief. Okay. And I have pretty good attacks. Yeah. They go to 8. I mean, maybe they can boomerang a creature. Okay, they boomerang a creature. Goes to 11. Sleep of the Dead. Okay. They're attacking with both serpents, so I will not block. They grab an island. Okay. Plays the island, 2 cards in hand. Gotta have to Sleep of the Dead something. Maybe they sleep on this Jewel Thief. They Sleep of the Dead the Chrysalis again. That's an interesting choice because this Jewel Thief has Vigilance. Play the Jewel Thief. I guess they can just attack with everything because they can Sleep of the Dead 2 times. 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm dead. I didn't draw a creature there and that killed me. Clarion Terror, so strong. So I guess I want the Relic for future games. Relic would have been pretty solid. And they can just go Sleep of the Dead, GG, GG. They're doing the thing. All right, I'm not going to make them do it. I'm bored. I'll see you in round 2. Round 2 versus Ineves. Believe they're playing Mono Red Burn. So is Arbor Elf any good? Probably good if it sticks. I'll keep. We don't have... what's my best plan? I mean, I'd have to draw a forest either way for this to be good. So maybe just Sprawl on red turn 1 is the better play. And I'll pass a turn. Maybe I should have Wild Growth because then I could double Sprawl. Alright, I think I've made a lot of mistakes already. Sequencing is not great here. Second if I had Wild Growth turn 1, I could have gone Wild Growth Sprawl, then I had 4 mana coming into this next turn, which would have gone like Jewel Thief plus Arbor Elf. Yikes. My opponent has a Sneaky Snacker. I'm hoping to... Yeah, we didn't get there. Let's go Jewel Thief, and then green Wild Growth. Opponent attacks it in for 2. Another Snacker. Dang. We're at 14. I play a land. Next turn I'll be at 12. Not being able to use the Arbor Elf sucks, and not being able to sequence correctly was a big problem. I could have been a little bit further on the table, I think. They play an Epicure, play a Chrysalis, and I will attack for 3. I'm so far behind right now. Send in. When it goes to 17. It seems like the Abundant Growths have been pretty bad. Maybe those should have just been Malevolent Rumbles. Opponent played a Mountain. They're attacking in. There's no way we don't block. Block. We're now at 11. So if they have Gutter Snipe, Lava Dart, Fire Blast, that is lethal. They play out a Gutter Snipe. Please just... You can do it. Lightning Bolt. Targeting me. And a Fire Blast. Don't know what is taking them so long. Let's bring in the Disciple. First day of class is bad. Okay. I think Abundant Growth is fine to keep because it counts towards the Nihilia's Disciple. I wish I could take out the Arbor Elves. This is fine. We have a turn 2 Repurposer, and then we can play the Nihilia's Disciple or go Crucial into Disciple. I'll lead on Utopia Sprawl on red and pass a turn. My opponent plays a Mountain. We will jam the Repurposer. So we have a turn 3 Avenging Hunter here, which might be helpful. A Searing Blaze my creature. I think that's okay. I'll play the Avenging Hunter. We take the initiative. I'll grab a forest. Don't really need the mountain. We play a 3rd mountain. Grab the prize, discarding Fiery Temper. They're going face. I go to 12. We're going to forge. Slap it onto the Avenging Hunter. Go land. Abundant Growth here. Repurposer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. Never mind. I think I just play the Nihilia's Disciple and gain 5 life, since they're showing that they want to try to kill me on the next turn. Play Disciple and get in for 7. I'm at 17. They can't kill me in 1 turn. They could go Gutter Snipe, Bolt, Fire Blast, which would be lethal. That would be hard for them to put together here. Slams to grab the prize, discarding a Lava Dart. I have 6 mana in play. We're going to be going to 8. I have the Avenging Hunter attacking for 7. Potentially even 9 with the Bannerhide. They're casting Faithless Looting. Maybe they try to like Bolt and Fire Blast the Avenging Hunter and then I can use the Bannerhide to save it. My turn. Trap you. Play land. Play Avenging Hunter. Draw a card. We find a sprawl. Okay, I will attack for 9. They bolt my disciple. I will banner hide it. Reinforce the disciple. Alright, we win. Sweet. Run it back. I think this hand is not good enough. The Arbor Elf isn't good. Mulligan. We have a redraw. We have the Writhing Chrysalis. I will keep. I'm hoping to find a sprawl or a whatever, one of my ramp pieces. We found a sprawl. We'll sprawl on red. Wild Growth is what I was thinking about. Opponent plays a second mountain. They're going to get in for 1. Puts me to 18 here. Epicure being a shock with a blood token attached to it is pretty solid. Boom, we'll play the Jewel Thief. Your turn. They respond by blood token discarding a Gutter Snipe. I get a token. My opponent plays a mountain. Searing Blaze. Strong. Go to 15. They get in for 1, I'm at 14. Writhing Chrysalis. Coming down. Plays a mountain. Here's the Gutter Snipe. Can I draw any life gain? What's Abundant Growth? Draw a card. Writhing Chrysalis. Cast Writhing Chrysalis. I'll attack. So, I don't know if I should use the mana or not. 1, 2, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just have them take 2. I'm probably going to die. Need to find a disciple. They're passing the turn. Somehow I'm not dead. I don't get it. Cast a Faithless Looting in second main phase. The other thing I considered doing was bringing in the Breath Weapon. That would have cleared the Epicure and the Gutter Snipe and allowed me to get in. That would have been over the Abundant Growth potentially, but we wouldn't have drawn to this position. I guess we would have had the Abundant Growth in hand already. Discard a mountain and play a mountain. 2 cards left in hand. It goes Searing Blaze. I'll sacrifice, but my creature will live. I'm at 7 life. My turn. Let's Abundant Growth on the forest. I guess I'm sprawling. Red. We'll go for the attacks. They're blocking. Okay. I'm going to play a Banner Hide. Then I'm just going to yield. My opponent probably kills me here. They play Faithless Looting and put me to 5. Then they just need 1 bolt, which would be lethal. It's possible that all they find is lands and pingers, and then we attack and try to kill them. But they found the Lightning Bolt. On to the next round. Round 3. We're on the draw versus Bellcross. Looks like they might be an Elves gamer. Plays a forest. Let's lead on Sprawl for red. Plays a second forest. Is it going to be Spy? Land Grant Hardcast. I guess it is Spy. So we're going to turn to the Repurposer. Oops. We want a Wild Growth first, so we have the ramp. Cast Repurposer. Pass a turn. We have 6 mana in play. Writhing Chrysalis puts me to 4 mana. They play Overgrown Battlement. So I just go Avenging Hunter. And I will grab a forest. Don't need the basic. No sense attacking. We're going to put the counters on the Repurposer, I think, so that we can get in with 2 5/5s. That way they're not blocking 3 damage. They cast the Lead the Stampede, finding Caretaker and Wall of Roots and Wildling. So they could play the Caretaker. Caretaker on the battlefield. But this means I want to forge onto my Avenging Hunter, push the most damage. Let's Abundant Growth. Draw a card. Arbor Elf. 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Arbor Elf. Sacrifice. Play another Avenging Hunter. I will trap you. Back out. Now this turn we might be able to draw into a first wave class for how to start a riot. Or we could draw into a Nyxborn Hydra. They came out of the gate way too slowly. The land grant plus double land in hand was pretty bad for them. But maybe they have the win here. And they concede. We would have drawn Banner Hide, which would have pushed the damage. Okay. So, Macabre coming in. I don't know that this is going to be a time for the waterbending lesson, but it could be a time for how to start a riot. So, what are my 3 cuts? Maybe it's the Banner Hide, because it's kind of medium. Okay, I'm cutting that one. Submit. Okay, I have Macabre in hand. I think I'm going to keep. Any mana source off the top in the next 2 draws is good. My opponent plays their forest on turn 1. Banner Hide actually looking like one of the better cards in my hand. They play a Roost Seek off the Soggy Wildling's Omen side, finding a forest. We found another forest, play the Arbor Elf. So I can have 3 mana into a Jewel Thief or the Repurposer, but the Jewel Thief I think makes the most sense because it has Trample. They play a Caretaker on turn 2, and a Caretaker on again. I'll untap and play the Jewel Thief. This turn I can untap and Writhing Chrysalis. They play a Quirion Ranger. Winding Way. I have to come out fast so that I can try to push through them. Double Spy is scary. One of their forests went to their graveyard. Gatecreeper Vine, they'll have 5 creatures in play when they spy, so the Fairy Macabre can wreck them. They get a swamp. 1, 2, I have 4 mana. I'll untap, and then Writhing Chrysalis. Push in for 3. They play a swamp. I've turned on F6 so that it seems like I'm not going to do anything. And if they play their creature, I'm going to turn off the auto yields. Alright, they have a Mesmeric Fiend, so I'm pretty hosed. 1. Maybe I should have brought in the Breath Weapon too for the Mes Fiend. Lotus Petal, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, GG. We're just going to not worry about the Abundant Growths. Bring in Breath Weapon. Many threats as possible, I guess. Cut the Nyxborns. Bring in another Abundant Growth. I'm on the play. I have a turn 3 Chrysalis. I also have the Breath Weapon in hand. Let's sprawl on red. They land grant. I've got the Mesmeric Fiend in hand. Plays Forest. Let's go land and Wild Growth. They cycle a Genercent, getting another Forest. They can Gatecreeper Vine. Plays Battlement. We'll play a Chrysalis and a Forest. I guess I do need the other red source now. So I need more than one so I can play the Breath Weapon. They Sagu, getting, I suppose, a black source, a swamp. So let's see. Battlement out, Sagu out, swamp out, Lotus Petal here. Plays Gatecreeper Vine. Chooses not to use the ability, so they only have 3 lands in their deck at the moment then. No, chooses to use it. Okay. Now they can play the Mesmeric Fiend. Casting Winding Way. Lead the Stampede, Winding Way, go to the graveyard. No spy that I know of. 1 Genercent went to the graveyard. Cast Writhing Chrysalis. It's Wild Growth of land. I will attack in. They're not blocking, so I'm going to use all my spawn mana. Make it as big as possible. It is a 6, 7. They get a 14. They cast Lead the Stampede. Currently they have 4 mana, so Spy hits me here. But they might be afraid to cast the Spy. They found the Spy. Plays a Caretaker. Okay. They got Mesmeric Fiend. They're giving me 1 chance to draw into a win. Plays the Wall of Roots. Looks like my deck isn't very good. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Not the greatest league. I think that the first day of class was solid. I got a little bit disappointed. I mean, we went 1 and 2 3 times. Let me know if you think that we could fit first day of class into the deck. Overall, it seemed like that was not the case. Hopefully it was an okay match and a decent video anyway. I will see you in the next video.